Okay, I am doing a video on the planner that I just made from Tina's Dynamic Homeschool Plus 7-step planner, homeschool planner. I bought 2 things from her, total of $7. And one of the things that I bought was the cover that I had printed out at Staples. And then it also had the inside cover, which I haven't put our name in yet. And then I also bought the planner that I could put the dates in for normal things. How I changed this up though is I have this sheet here which I can take out and put back in. Will just kind of sit in there. It won't be attached to, because you can pull it out easily. Conversely, you can put it in easily. And this will tell me where today is. And on the back of that, I put this from addicted2savingsforyou.com, 30-minute cleaning routine, which I thought I could use. And so all those pages are in there, and then in between at every month I put in the this is from Tina's Dynamic Homeschool site, the tracking of community service, because we do that every week. So I have 12 of those scattered through here. And here is a schedule, because every now and then I have those days that are just really hectic. And this I also got from her site. And then I also have on here, I got this from iMom, table manners, so something I can strive for with my children. And on really busy days, I have these. I won't do this every day, and when I do, I'll probably end up moving the sheet in here and putting it where it belongs. So I'll remember it. So I didn't run off a ton of these copies, but I have some. And then I have the planner section. Here's ABCs to Good Mom of Good Moms. And this is also from iMom. This is from Tina's site. This is the school calendar, because I'm starting in July, and homeschool planning schedule, and holidays. Easter's always the big one because it never falls on the same day, it seems. And then attendance record, also from Tina's site. This is all from Tina's site. Curriculum resources. I only have one child, so I'm going to divide this into quarters. Well, I have 2 children, but one child that is doing curriculum that is more than preschool. So I will divide this into quarters so that if we change anything. I put this sheet in backwards because we're starting in July. And this is our objectives for the year. And then anyway, so there's that. And then we have notes and a lesson plan. And the lesson plan for hers are done by numbers. So I won't start this until September, because although I'm doing stuff with my older son in the in July and August, he won't really start his nuts and bolts of school until September. And so then that's when I'm going to start counting his 180 days, which is eventually, here's day 68. And she has a lot of good information on how to use this. And then here is another one of these sheets, dividers, that I created for today, so that I can have a separate one for what we're doing doing in general today and what we're doing for the lesson plan. So the general one will move more, and then the lesson plan one will move probably a little bit less, depending on where we are in the year. If we go on vacation, this one won't move, but this one will. On the back of this, I have iMom's ABC to Good Characters. And I'm hoping, I have two sides of these notes. So I'm hoping that I'll write something about both my children, because they both will be doing school, on the notes section, and each day, and that's the reason why they're in between, so that I remember. And it encourages me to write notes, and this will become then a good keepsake for my children. And they'll get to know what they were like, my son in 3rd grade and my younger son in preschool. And here's the end. And then I have a book list. And that has a little tab. What I did with these is I took 11 by 17 paper and I ran it this way. And so I was able to print to the edge. And so this is not blue paper, or any of the other colors that I've used. And then I was able to put the photographs in, and I did it all using Excel, so it wasn't anything complicated or anything. And then I figured out how big of a tab I wanted. And these were actual standard size laminate sheets that I could get, and I had them do at Staples. And I figured out what I needed to do in order to make something print on the back. So this all came out of my printer. I have a printer that will print letter size, or 11 by 17. This is also from iMom, 10 Ways to Pray for Your Family. And this is the reading log from Tina's website. And I have several pages of that. I'm hoping my son will start reading a lot. We'll see. He's getting close. And then this is evaluations with Family Time Challenge on the back side of that. And preschool, I've printed out 4 of these. So I have preschool from Tina's website for my younger child, and then on the back of it, it has class grades, because inevitably I lose a test or a worksheet or something like that, and just to keep an eye on it, I will have this so I can remember, oh, he got this in that subject or whatever. And then at the very back, I have a kindergarten evaluation. Although I have a 3-year-old, he'll be 3 in a couple weeks. He's pretty smart, and this will keep me on target to see if he's ready for kindergarten or if he's surpassing kindergarten, which wouldn't surprise me. He's quite bright. And at the back of it, this is from Tina's site, field trip reference chart. We don't go on very many field trips, so this might be good for us to try to get us to get out there a little bit more. And the back from Tina's, this is free from Tina's site. And this is all Bible verses. Try to keep me sane during the year. Stick that in very well. Alright. Anyway, the binding of this came up very close. They gave me a hard time at Staples, and eventually they were able to get it all in there. I'm putting this gigantic Oxford Dictionary, half, it's only half of it, on top of it, and I'm going to let it sit for a few days so it can hopefully get flat, but then once it's flat, then it will be good. Anyway, so that is my video on what I'm using. Hope you enjoyed it.